Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio. You're listening to us on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
Sister stations.
Worldwide at
IRLoneStar.com.
I am the Captain Joey Savage, sitting across from me, my heterosexual life partner.
Corey DLG.
And that's Nico.
Nico, he's pushing buttons.
He's pushing buttons. He's pushing buttons.
He'll be back. He'll be back in a second. He's pushing
Episode
buttons.
50. Welcome to this segment where we call it the Casual Sexy Gamer, featuring our friend, cosplay fame, Elle Graves.
What up, Elle?
Hey.
Hey.
Not much. Talking to you guys.
That's awesome.
Talk about some sexy casual video games.
Some sexy casual video games.
Terrible segment name. Like, I'm sorry. When I thought of this, I was really going to be like, hey, we'll call it the Casual Gamer.
And
then
I just ran with it. I make things better.
And then Joey put boobs on it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, have you seen the Wario?
That's
picture?
True. That's look.
Where you're watching us and listening to us on YouTube?
A firm piece of garlic.
God, yeah. Jeez. What Corey wouldn't do to be that garlic. But let's talk about video games.
I've never wanted to kill to be garlic before.
Let's talk about video games. So since we last spoke, the Switch has been out, and you have logged in some hours on this new Zelda game. I'm really excited to hear how awesome this game is.
First of all, it's probably the best Zelda game, in my opinion. I'm really, really impressed with it.
Like, better than NES?
Yes. Better than Ocarina of Time?
I don't know. There's like something. There's always going to be like a charm about like a classic NES game, especially for the Zelda series. But this game, particularly for like this day and age, I was super impressed by it, and like especially with a huge leap for the Zelda series, like probably the biggest leap in the series since like Ocarina of Time, when it was like the first 3D Zelda. This is like the biggest leap since then. So
for
having it be like a huge map, they've changed like a ton of mechanics. So
I like mechanics.
For those who don't know, like, when was the last Zelda game? So what kind of give them an idea of what kind of leap you're talking about?
Okay, so there was so basically, as just a comparison, you have Hyrule Warriors, which was, I'm pretty sure, one of the last Zelda games that came out.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right about that.
And it was more of like
it's Dynasty
not
Warriors.
Really like a classic Zelda game. It wasn't really like story-based driven as far as
It was a crossover with the Warriors series.
Yeah, so you just like run through and kill like armies of people.
Swipe left.
Yeah, it wasn't really a Zelda game.
Swipe left.
But coming from like a game like, for example, Twilight Princess, where it is very like you have very specific like dungeons and a very classic way of doing things, like you break pots to get hearts. You don't really do that here.
There's no pot. Wait, there's no pot breaking in the new Zelda.
Like Skyrim meets Zelda.
What?
Yeah, I'm literally gonna buy a Switch when they come back into stock just for Zelda.
Which maybe never. From what I've read, like they haven't announced.
I was at the store the other day, and there was literally like 25 controllers for sale, and the only Switch product was controllers. Like, nothing else Switch related. I was like, son of a gun.
You know,
that is amazing.
I remember when the PS3 came out, and they sold out of that, but they also sold out of like everything because there were only like 3 games out for it.
Right.
So for a little bit, there was like no PlayStation 3 stock of anything of any kind anywhere. Just weird empty sections in Walmart.
That's how it is here now.
That's so weird, man.
Or the new Mario Kart that's coming out. That seems pretty dope.
Mario Kart Deluxe, Mario Kart 8 is what it is.
Yeah, that'll be coming out on April 28th.
Oh.
I gotta get a Switch so that me and Zack Attack can go ham on some Mario Kart.
I hope Waluigi's in there. God King of the
Things
Universe.
that you shouldn't say to each other out of anger. That's the way Mario Kart goes.
Yeah, it's there is nothing greater than watching Zack play Mario Kart.
I'm legitimately way too worked up over Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's very intense. I never enjoyed racing games until Mario Kart was invented. Like it just took it to a whole new level.
It revolutionized racing games.
I just remember being really bad at it when I was younger, like terrible, and then I just practiced. So like one day my friends would come over and I'd be like, "Oh, you want to play Mario Kart?" Knowing that I was terrible, and then just like slaughter them.
Try to casually lure them in.
Yeah,
really petty of me.
Like spider to the web kind of stuff there. I like it.
All the shortcuts now.
I remember when it first came out on the Super Nintendo, and I was rocking it with like the 3 balloon fights. Like you would duel people, and you'd have 3 balloons, and you had to pop 3 balloons. I was king of that. I was king of the 3 balloons.
So much fun.
I was. Then when they added the new
that
controllers,
makes me anxious though. I don't like feeling chased.
And then when you get on like Rainbow Road, that was like the hardest level
Yeah,
ever.
but like, Super Nintendo I mastered. Once they got to the N64 though, and it's the joystick and all the buttons, forget it. I'm retarded. I can't do it.
You're done with.
I can't. Like, there's too many buttons at that point. I have become so bad at video games. The more realistic and in-depth and creative they become,
But your
the
favorite
worse
game
I
is
am
still
at 'em.
Skyrim.
Yeah,
Does that
I
mean
love
like
it.
you're not good at life if you can't do those things?
Like yeah, because these games are more like that's what it is. These games are more lifelike, and I'm so bad at life that I'm now bad at video games.
Oh man.
Thanks.
No, I feel that on like a spiritual level though, but I'm still good at video games. Just bad at life.
Bad at life, good at video games.
You got a lot of life there to figure out. I'm on the tail end. I'm on the downward decline at this point.
You've got a good 4 years left,
no.
DLG.
Yeah, I've got retirement to look forward to, and that's it. Like
You got a
one
good
more
7 years left.
I got
in you.
one more good day to look forward to for the next 50 years.
So what are some other exciting games coming out?
I hope it works in your favor.
Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, knowing the story of Corey, it's not likely. It's not likely.
So new games. What are some new games coming out that are going to be super exciting? There was a new version of Banjo Kazooie you were telling us about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ukulele. I was a huge Banjo Kazooie fan for the N64. That was probably my favorite game growing up. So having basically like a homage to Banjo Kazooie is really exciting to me. It's pretty much like, as far as I'm aware, going to play like very, very similar to Banjo Kazooie. It's just going to be basically a different story, but it's still going to have like all of those classic Banjo Kazooie elements, like puzzle finding and all that good stuff. So I'm excited about that. And it'll be coming out for the PS4, Xbox One, PC, and the Mac, and that'll be April 11th.
4/11.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's actually surprisingly soon. I totally missed out on the release date of that one.
We're pretty much in April
Now,
basically.
we've kind of talked about Kickstarter before, us in general. Nico had a kind of a bad experience. He was a big advocate for the Mega Man ripoff game.
Mighty Number 9.
And then when it finally came out
Roasted.
years later, was very disappointed, hated the game, got like a lame T-shirt out of the deal. Like,
I like the T-shirt though.
he felt very abused out of the whole thing. What's your opinion on the Kickstarter process? How do you feel?
I don't know. I think it can be really great if it's like utilized correctly.
I guess let me backtrack real
Because
quick.
there's a lot of games on Kickstarter that are like have come out and they've been phenomenal.
Right.
Like Shovel Knight, that was on Kickstarter.
Yeah, that was a
And
Kickstarter
Shovel
game,
Knight's
right?
like a classic at this point. So
I
I
love
think
that
if they do it well, if they know what they're doing, I think it can come out really, really good. But I think it's just a matter of people not having like a proper plan of action.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's a main
Let me
issue.
kind of set the stage for those who aren't sure. What we're talking about here is Kickstarter's a website, Kickstarter.com or .org, I don't know which. But the idea is creative types, put projects up that they want to complete or create, and they set a budget or a goal. And the idea is people crowdfund it. And crowdfunding's nothing new now. It's been around for about 5-6 years. Crowdfunding's really kind of taken off here recently. But some of these things are so big and ambitious. Famously, there was a Kristen Bell movie that was
Veronica Mars.
The Veronica Mars series. They tried to make a movie. They tried to crowdfund it by Kickstarter. It met its goal in the first day. The movie eventually, I think, came out as like a TV special.
Right.
But really, they almost kind of released the movie to sort of avoid litigation because it kind of started to become a big deal.
So you have goals on Kickstarter. When you reach certain goals, your donors get so much stuff, or if
Right.
you donate so much
that's
stuff,
the
they get
incentive.
this.
It's like, oh, I'm going to make T-shirts.
But you only get your money if you meet your goal.
Right. But the problem is with crowdfunding is, at least on Kickstarter, there's no penalty if they don't follow through.
Right.
And even though, creators, meanwhile, I'm a creative, and it's hard. Sometimes if you have everything in front of you and it's all an easy path, you still trip over yourself.
Yep.
And the process can be a little complicated, and it's hard sometimes to get things done and to follow through on promises that you didn't realize were so big. So the Mega Man game that Nico did, what was it called again?
Mighty Number 9. And the thing that was really disappointing about that was that it was led by Keiji Inafune, who was the original Mega Man creator. He was working with an established development studio, Inti Creates, which had made the previous two Mega Man games, 9 and 10, which are both really decent and both really good.
So he should have kind of had an idea of what it would take, but it still took him way longer than he expected.
Yeah.
The process was still rather in-depth. So that's kind of what we're talking about.
And the end product was not worth it.
Right. That's kind of what we're talking about just in general when we talk about Kickstarters and things. And so this being a Kickstarter, did you kind of follow the progress of it? Were you aware of it? Did it kind of fund right away? Did it take off?
Ukulele.
No, I didn't really keep track of any of that. I've just been mainly like looking forward to it.
Okay.
Because I personally it's not that I don't support like new games coming out or anything like that. It's more just like I don't have time for that.
No.
I watched it kind of from the beginning, where it was just kind of it was a lot of the people who used to work at Rare, which is the original creators of Banjo Kazooie, and a lot of them have been laid off because after they got bought out by Microsoft, they kind of all got together and they're like, oh look, it's the crew, we're all back together, let's make a game.
Let's make a game, guys.
I think sometimes that's sort of the idea, is that nostalgia, and so that.
And we're talking about Ukulele, the Kickstarter game.
Exactly, that's what led to Ukulele coming out, and that comes out April 11th. One game I did want to mention, because I played the first one and it was scary as all get out, was Outlast 2 is coming out this month for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox, April 25th. Did you play that one at all?
I did not play that one.
I gotta tell you, that's the scariest. That was the scariest.
I was
game.
in the room. I was terrified.
It was a free PlayStation download at the time because I'm a PlayStation Plus member, and I thought it was like a demo.
Scouts
well,
honor.
What kind of scary are you talking about? Are you talking about like PT scary or like?
Not quite PT level,
Five
but
Nights at Freddy's scary. Like what kind of scary are you talking about?
So sort of the level of PT. The concept is you're a reporter who's following a story. You break into a mental asylum. While you're there, the power goes out. And you only have your camcorder with you, so it has a night vision setting, but you have very limited battery, and you have no offensive capabilities and very few defensive capabilities. The game is basically a game of cat and mouse and hide and seek, with an asylum full of crazy people who've just been released.
So you don't get to punch anybody?
You don't attack anybody. Your
I'm
goal
out.
is to hide, and like these guys are crazy. And
If I can't hack and slash, I'm done.
They're chasing you down though, and they're yelling, and they're freaked, like they're banging on stuff, and you're in the pitch black. You can't see anything. Me and Nico,
that doesn't sound scary to me.
Doesn't
it just
sound
makes
fun.
me sound like anxious because I really don't like if people yell at me.
Oh, the tension was high. Me and Nico played it probably. It was like 3 a.m. Lights are out. We're scared ourselves out. I finally get the controller. Nico's like, "Hey, I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. You play this game."
It was like 3 a.m.
Oh, brothers.
All right, well, we're going to get out of here. Thank you very much again, Elle, for coming on again.
Don't forget, she's going to be at Louisiana
No
Comic
problem. I always enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're going to be at Louisiana Comic Con. We're there next month in April. So all of our Texas fans, when you travel up to Shreveport, stop by her booth and say hi.
Be sure to check her out on Facebook. And you got a website or anything? What do you want to pimp some stuff right here?
Yeah, I have my Facebook page on
Facebook.
As Elle Graves Cosplay. Yeah, on Facebook.
It's on the shoulder book.
It makes sense that my Facebook page would be on Facebook.
That
Anyways,
is where I keep mine too.
That's Elle
That's
Graves Cosplay. It's just pretty cut and dry there.
Type in Elle Graves
And then
Cosplay, you'll find it.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna be real creepy here, and guys, gentlemen, it's worth a look. It's worth a look.
And with that said, let's jump out to a break.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're gonna welcome our friend Donnie Utah.
Oh yeah.
You're listening to Nerd Thug Radio.
Hashtag talking nerdy to you.